Hi, welcome to the live stream this morning. So I'm going to be channeling Archangel Raphael, and Raphael will be giving messages for what's going on at the moment, according to who's listening, for the week ahead. And maybe he'll do some healing and clearing as well. So I'm just going to let Archangel Raphael come in. I would like you to know that what I am actually seeing at the moment is that everyone here is really going forwards in their own ways. They may not feel like it. So it may be that you are feeling inside that there are things in your life which are not really working out for you yet. You may feel that there are many things going on in your life which are not really quite right. So it could be that the feeling is not there, that you are fully going forwards in the light. There may be things which have been out of place for a long time, which are still out of place. But what you are being told is that although you may not feel like it, you are all making progress. You are all going forwards in your own ways. And what I am wanting you to know is that sometimes when you are feeling a bit like there is a lot going on in your life which needs to be put right, it is actually a symptom of you making progress, recognizing what is not right and fixing it. So, what you are being told is don't forget that part of the journey of actually getting things right and in divine order is to go through processes of seeing how wrong things are, of actually noticing things, recognizing that there have been things that have been out of place for a while. So, some of you here may be immersed in sorting out problems, so immersed that you are not actually realizing that you are making a lot of progress. For others here, it may be that you are simply noticing how wrong things are. For others, it may be that you really are making progress in very earthly ways, that doors are opening, things are happening. But wherever you are all being told that you are making progress. And as I speak these words, your angels and guides are also communicating to me, telling me things to pass on to you. What I would like you to know is that there are many ways of receiving information, but actually, there are ways which are very direct as well. And what I am doing is translating messages which are being given to me by your angels and guides, your spirit team, and I am giving you messages as a group that apply to everyone. So, for this reason, I would like you to know that you are included in all these messages. And if you are doubting the progress you are making in life, know that actually you are included in this message, that you are making progress. Things are going forwards for you. And even if you are the person who is immersed in seeing everything that is not right, it is actually okay. It is part of the process of getting things right. And sometimes the process of noticing what isn't right is about noticing things which have not been right for a long time. It can be relationships with family members. It can center around house and home, living circumstances. It can be you suddenly noticing how cluttered your home is, how far from your ideal. It can even be noticing how much you are really disliking doing the job you are doing. But whatever it is you are noticing, it is really okay. Do not try to in any way make yourself feel better when something feels intolerable or really hard. Be with your feelings instead of talking yourselves out of it. And what I mean by this is that there are two ways that you can sabotage yourselves at this time of dissatisfaction when you notice things which are not right. And one is by immediately trying to make yourself feel better before you have actually engaged with how you are actually feeling about something. So it can be to negate your own feelings, to tell yourself things which are going to, in that moment, take you away from your feelings. It can be a type of self talk that is designed to actually take you away from the truth, the reality of your life. And this type of self talk can be something you may have learned, something that you may have been told is a good thing to do, or it simply may be something that you have done because in the past you have not felt able to make certain changes. So instead, you have tried to make yourselves feel better, and you have instead tried to take yourself away from your true feelings by telling yourself things which are not true but help you at the time. What I'm really trying to say is that it can be really good to be positive and to have a positive state of mind about things. But it is all about embracing how you feel first. And then from that point, you can have a positive mind state about it, such as then being able to see that you can change things, or being able to see that you can actually take matters into your own hands and make your life better. It is all about being able to embrace how you feel first, though, how you truly feel, and be with that, even if it is just for a few moments. And after that, you can then start to be more in the state of mind where you are finding answers, looking for answers, knowing that you can do it, knowing that you can change your life, knowing that you can empower yourself to actually be able to make changes. If you don't feel empowered, knowing that you can build yourself up from the inside and get to the point where you can actually make something happen. So that is a really good thing to do. But don't do it before you are ready. So don't immediately go into states where you tell yourself something is okay when it is not, or tell yourself that you can keep tolerating something when actually emotionally, physically, you are not feeling that. I want you to know the difference, and I want you to know that life is not meant to be an endurance test. It is not about how much you can endure, how much you can suffer through something, put up with. It is about embracing feelings and the things which you are not able to change immediately, which you are finding really difficult. You can actually have something inside you that is able to guide you towards actually making the change at the right time. So you are able to activate this part of yourself that will then take you to a place where you will be able to finally make the changes you would like to. And for some of you, it may be a journey, quite a long one. But once you embark on this journey, you will start to feel better. Even the fact that you are actually starting a journey towards actually then getting to your end goal will help you. I hope all of this is helpful, because what I am really trying to say is that this is a time to really embrace the truth of what you feel inside. in every way, on every level. It is a time to allow your pain body to speak to you, a time where you are able to finally get to the bottom of problems, sort them out permanently, and to really start afresh in ways that you would like to. And whether your journey is long or short, it doesn't matter. The most important thing is that you are on this journey. You are not putting up with things anymore. You are not tolerating. You are not building up your endurance and putting up with things to the greatest extent and finding ways of coping, getting through things that are not right for you. It is really a time to make your lives right on every level. And I cannot emphasize this message enough, that everything that isn't right needs to be made right. And when you activate the part of you that is able to actually find answers, when you activate this again and again, it becomes normal for you to be like this, to look at yourself and your life as something that can keep changing and becoming more and more of what you want it to be. And once you are fully centered in this new way of being, where you are constantly the type of person who is finding answers, finding solutions fast, you will find yourself actually in a position of self mastery where you are able to be fully in control of your life on all levels in a way which is light-hearted. So, by this, I mean that you are able to see something in your life and then get a sense of what you need to do about it, and then go on that journey, however long or short. And when you have mastered yourself and your own life, you will be able to inspire many people, whether it is by helping them to master their lives, whether it is by inspiring others, whether it is simply by you getting on with your life, doing what you are meant to be doing. And in this way, you are helping through what you are actually meant to be doing, doing your purpose. But what I will say is remember that this is a time when everyone will be on this journey. And for those of you who are further ahead, remember that it is really important to stay focused on your journey, to not try to be in the energy of settling for less, because no one needs to settle anymore. You don't need to settle for any less. It is about actually having the life you want on all levels. And the parts which perhaps feel that they need more work, it is okay. It is okay to be on a journey there with those parts, to go deeper into the healing process, and you will get to where you want to be in life. You will all get to a place of wellness, a place where you feel aligned to the oneness, a place where you feel that your innermost desires are being met, a place where you feel at one within, and at one with all aspects of your life, where you feel everything is resonating with you. And when you are in this place, it is a place of peace where you can rest, a place where you are able to embrace a deeper level of peace, a deeper level of serenity, where you are able to feel really comfortable. And this is really a place where you are then able to affect many people's lives simply by being in this place, even if there is nothing else you are doing. But for all of you here, you will do more than this. You will be able to rest in this place For those of you who are on this journey, you will be able to rest here and you will do much more as well. What I am really trying to say is remember that all that you are doing now is building to something. It is creating something larger and bigger. And this is really the start of the new age. It is about finding peace and comfort from within and then extending this outwards automatically and bringing this to the world in this way. It is about finding answers for yourself, sharing these answers with others. It is about solutions now to deep problems. It is about actually going deeper into the light to find answers. And it is about being open to new answers, new ways of doing things, which are faster and quicker and more efficient. It is about recognizing that to every problem there is an answer. It is about knowing the experience from within, going through it yourself. It is about inspiring others in this way. And most of all, it is about actually creating a new world that is built upon these principles of light and love, peace and harmony. But all of these things have been found by going through the process within. So these are not concepts anymore. These are not things that people follow because they have been told to by others. It is not about following people who are saying they know the truth and then acting accordingly. It is actually about going deeper within and actually finding it for yourselves and finding this within and creating this in your own life. And through this, you will then be able to share from a deep place of knowing, a deep place of experiencing, a place where you really do have answers that are coming from a really deep place. And when you are in this type of energy, it is unstoppable because it is really a very embodied energy. It is something that cannot be in any way taken away from. It is not something that can be undermined because it is real and true. And what I would like to say to those of you who are here to share these kinds of teachings with others is that when you are applying what you know to your own life, you will find yourselves actually inspiring a lot of people. You will find yourselves being able to make a big difference in the lives of others. And it is really good for you to know that this is what the new age is about real experiences. It is about people who have been through things and found answers and solutions. I am saying all of this because I want you to really value what you are going through at the moment, to not simply see it as another process, another journey, something else you have to go through, and feel sorry for yourselves if your journey happens to be long. I want you to know that what you are actually doing is what this new age is all about. And it is really something that is worth going the distance with. And it is something that is worth fully embracing. And when you are doing this, you will find it rewarding. I have more messages to give you now. I want you to know that as you are walking in the world, remember that there is always going to be a lot of chaos around because everyone is on their own journey. Some people are on journeys which are hard and arduous, and because of this, they are not feeling so good. and it creates a lot of volatility. So it can be that a simple argument can escalate into something else. And what I would like you to know is that when you are walking in the world, remember to be aware of this, to not try to escalate arguments, to be very mindful that everyone is going through something, and instead be solution focused. So when something happens, look at it as an opportunity to find an answer that works for everyone. And if there is nothing apparent at the time, then give it some space and allow the answer to come in at the right time. But don't try to be in the energy of being with people in order to argue, in order to win, or put them down, or put them in their place. Because this type of energy will escalate very quickly in this day and age. Because people are feeling really fed up inside, and they will start to feel that they want something to change, and some people may resort to using force and violence. What I'm really trying to say is don't try to be in the energy of retaliation, revenge, vengefulness. Instead, take a step back when you feel like this and clear yourselves emotionally. Don't be reactive because this energy can quickly escalate. It is simply a message I'm giving that may help you at the moment. It does not apply to all of you, but some of you here can have a tendency to be like this. And what I'm really trying to say is stay grounded and be with yourselves when you are feeling very angry or feeling like reacting in some way in order to get revenge, for example. Be with yourselves, and instead of doing this, transmute the emotion to something higher and find yourself in a place where you are actually feeling to find a real answer rather than simply be in the energy of making someone feel that they are wrong. I hope this makes sense. It is really good for you to know this at this time, because through this you are able to find more peace and harmony in your lives. I have one more message to give about this. For those of you who are able to do this, I will say you will be well rewarded for it as well and recognized. So there may be some of you here who feel you have been doing this your whole lives and feel a bit fed up of it, of constantly having to transmute negativity and be the ones finding answers. But I will say that at this time, people will really appreciate it. So, for those of you who may feel that you have been doing this already, I will say it is a good trait to have. It is something that is really worth doing. I would like to speak about one more thing, and that is it is really good at the moment to let go of things in your home which are not serving you. Because what I am seeing is that many of you are holding on to things which carry old energy, which is actually taking you back into the past. It is holding you back because I see many of you have been letting go internally of many things, of people, of family members, of things in your life generally which have not served you, perhaps old jobs or other things. But what I am seeing is that in your home you may have many reminders of this old energy. It can be really small things or larger things, but these sort of energies do make you go back into these times without you even realizing it. It is having an energetic impact on you. And what I will say is don't be afraid to get rid of things just to give them away. And I will say that everything that you give away in the spirit, it will come back to you in a higher form. So, what I mean by this is that you may have clothing, for example, that has so old energies associated with it that you may even really like, that may have even cost a lot of money, and you just want to let go of it from your spirit. And as you do this, you will find that new things will come into your life, new things that will be a better match, a perfect match for your new energy. And as you give things away and automatically in this way let go, you will find that new things will find you. So you may feel, for example, by giving certain things away, that you have less of something, less clothing, or less upholstery in your home. But things will come to replace it, which are a perfect match. So as you let go, know that this is an automatic part of the process, that in letting go, it creates a space for new things to come in. And when you are doing this, it means that ultimately you are saying to the universe that I am no longer holding on to this thing just because it has cost me a lot of money or because it serves a purpose. I want something that is really right for me. And when you send this message out, you do get a response. So, what I will say is that this is just another part of making your life right on all levels, making sure that everything around you resonates to your new energy, not putting up with things anymore. And in this way, you will move to a higher level. I am saying this because I want you to know that at the moment there is really a lot going on a physical level as well, around making changes. That the changes you have been making internally do need to be grounded, that your physicality needs to reflect the changes you have been making. So, this includes your environment, but it does also include your physical body. And it will mean that for some of you, you may feel the inner calling to go on some kind of detoxification process. Perhaps it may involve fasting or eating lighter or eating different kinds of foods. But I do see for some of you, part of the clearing process is about actually looking at your body and making changes in terms of what you are putting in it and cleansing it of toxins which have accumulated over the years. Perhaps because you had been putting up with things which haven't been right for you. But what I will say is that the changes are being at the moment grounded more in everybody. I have no more messages. I would like you to know that the week ahead will be very different to the last one. It will be a week where you are able to actually clear a lot of energy fast. It is a week which is about clearing energy fast, changing things around. You may find yourself actually suddenly feeling free of certain problems you have had for a long time. You may find yourselves going through some really deep inner processes and finding yourselves feeling much lighter at the other end. But it is a week that favors a lot of energy clearing, a lot of work on yourselves. And if you are engaging with this, you will find yourself making fast progress because the energies favor this. That is all. Hmm. Yeah, so thank you for listening, everyone. And yes, wishing you a really good week ahead, a good weekend, and much love to all of you.